Today I'll show you how to create a countdown time pop-up that converts. After you log into Claspo, click on New Widget and then click on Template Library. In the Template Library, click on Increase Sales. And then here you have a long list of pop-ups and banners and game widgets that you can choose from. Let's pick this one at the top. And I can see here in the preview how it looks on desktop and how it looks on mobile. At the same time, I can scroll through the different templates if I don't like that one. But let's stay with this. On this preview page, I can also change the color scheme. I can decide to create a teaser, but we can do this later. So let's click on Use this template. This template has already a countdown, but if I want to remove it and add another one, I can just delete it. And I can go on the sidebar, click on the countdown timer component and drag it into the template. And here I can choose the format. I can choose to show just hours, minutes, and seconds, or days, or only seconds. Let's go with hours and minutes. And then I can choose the mode until the expiration date. So the widget won't be shown after a certain date to any site visitor. And I can choose that date here on the end time. Or I can make it evergreen. I can make the countdown start independently for each site visitor when the widget is shown. And I can decide how long is the duration. But for the sake of our video, let's go with the until expiration date. I'm gonna pick 7th of March and click on done. I can even choose the time zone. Here we go. Now, on the right-hand side sidebar, I can decide everything I want about the style. For example, text color could be white. The background could be, let's pick red. So it's in line with this widget. And everything else here, shadow, stroke, round corners, I can change everything on this template. And obviously I can change the position. If I don't like it on the right-hand side, I can move it left or in the center. And I can transform this floating box in a pop-up if I want a pop-up to appear over my content, or I can decide to make it become a content blocking widget. But let's stay with floating box for now. Another great thing that I can do is to create a teaser. A teaser is a simple button that will be shown when I open my page, and when I click on it, it will move to the widget. So let's change a little this teaser. Let's add an image instead of text. We have a long list of icons that we can pick from. Let's say that I want this yellow icon. Then I can remove the text that was there before, and I can make this image as big as the container. And then I want this little circle to be white instead of red. And let's add some stronger shadow. Now, let's take a look at the preview. This is our page. This is the teaser. And when I click on the teaser, I can see the pop-up appearing. Now I can remove the teaser if I don't want it. And I just have this floating box on the screen. Now, if all the style that we decided is good for us, we can take a look at mobile version and desktop version, and we can save it. And then we reach the second page, that is the triggering page. I can decide to show this widget just once per session, or one time per one day or hour or week or minute, or just once. They can see it once and then they won't see it anymore. Then I can choose when to display it. Maybe after 20 seconds, the person was on the page or immediately. And then obviously I can choose on which pages on my website I want to have this widget. In this case, it's everywhere, but I can add conditions, or I can decide to exclude this widget from specific pages. When everything is right, I can click on next, and I can even export data to Google Analytics if I want. Let's click on done when we're happy with what we created. And now we can add this widget to our website, to our Shopify, or wherever you want to add it. Now you have a countdown timer pop-up that builds urgency, fits your brand, and shows up for the right users at the right moment.